What's common to Swara Bhaskar, Rana Ayub, Perumal Murugan, Meena Kandasamy, Priyanka Chopra? The list goes on. These are people who are targets of trolling, which is a major problem in India today. It's how public opinion is being shaped, and it's a major issue for not just people who are famous, but for people like you and me. And that's the focus on Media Buddhi today. Hi, I'm HR Venkatesh. Now I'm going to go through 9 questions that come up frequently when we talk about trolling. Question number 1. What is trolling? Trolling is one of the worst forms of abuse online, and trollers use a variety of tactics such as harassment and intimidation online. They post inflammatory and offensive content online, and their targets are pretty much anyone, whether you're an individual, an NGO, a corporation, or even a community. And the weapons that trolls use include death threats, rape threats. The more vicious, the more effective from their perspective. And their actions result in boycotts, bans, attacks, or worse. Question number 2. What are trolls? Well, the word troll comes from Scandinavian folklore, and it basically refers to anybody who's not very intelligent, angry, malicious, huge, foul-smelling, and so on. You can find characters, trolls that is, in epics like The Lord of the Rings and also in the Harry Potter series. In real life though, trolls are very likely to be your average male. Imagine somebody who's very angry, directionless, probably jobless. This is an image on the internet that I found which I thought perfectly encapsulated what a troll looks like. Question number 3. Whom do trolls target? Well, the answer is anybody and everybody, whether they're individuals or corporations or NGOs. Women are extremely frequent targets, and especially actors like Swara Bhaskar and journalist Rana Ayub get it pretty much on a daily basis. Yet, they've not backed down, which says more about their courage than the kind of support that they ought to have received. Indeed, there's a clear link that can be drawn between misogyny and trolling, but that doesn't mean that trolls only target women. Question number 4. Why is trolling considered to be a big problem? Well, for targets of trolling, the toll can be enormous. It's mental, it's emotional, it's physical. On a group basis, trolling changes what can and cannot be discussed in public. Important debates like the economy or crime are hijacked by trolling, and trolls also do something else. They distract from real issues. Trolls are also used to enforce very rigid social and cultural guidelines. And online trolling can lead to offline attacks or worse. In short, trolling is extremely poisonous. Now, it wasn't much of a problem before, but about 10 years ago, the rise of smartphones and social media made it pretty easy for a vast number of people to be weaponized and target a single person, often at speeds that are still astonishing when you think about it. In other words, today it is easy to weaponize people's hatred at a mass level. That's why it's so dangerous. Question number 5. Are trolls organized? If trolling was not organized, then it would not be much of a problem. But that's the trick of it. It appears to be spontaneous even though trolling is organized. Swati Chaturvedi, who's a journalist, she was herself a target of trolls. She wrote a book on it called I Am a Troll, and she interviewed many trolls for that book. And in one of the interviews, she quotes a troll saying, "Trolling is easy because ordinary people don't realize it is organized." Question number 6. Who organizes these trolls? Well, for the most part, trolls are organized by political parties. In India, trolling by the thousands is particularly associated with the right wing. Chaturvedi writes that especially right-wing trolling is very vicious. The words she uses are they show more ugliness and violence than anybody else. What's clear is that trolls are most easily activated by hatred. Among all of India's fault lines, whether it is class or region or language, caste, gender, religion, these are the ones that attract the most extreme emotions, and these are the areas that attract the most number of trolls. Question number 7. What legal remedies are there for trolling? Now, the law covers many options related to criminal intimidation, sexual harassment, voyeurism, and so on. There's stalking as well, but when your attackers are anonymous, how can you get justice? And even so, the legal system has to take you seriously. The police have to take your complaint seriously. The lawyers, the judiciary, and so on. Even if one of these is compromised, how are you going to get justice? And look at how many people have really been prosecuted. A well-documented troll, the singer Abhijit, Yes, he was arrested and let off on bail, but he was not convicted. The worst that happened to him was that his Twitter account got suspended. Question number 8. Why should we care about trolling? Now, we may not be personally targeted, but we are all affected by trolling. As I said earlier, trolling is censorship by mob. It creates a culture of fear and it takes away the culture of questioning, which is very, very important for society to thrive. Think about it and join the dots. Can scientific progress really take place if people don't have the freedom to think about whatever they want and say whatever they want? Trolling also takes away your basic human rights and it brings out the worst in society. Which brings me to question number 9. What can we do about trolling? Now, even if we are not targets of trolls, and even if we don't like the ideology of people who are being trolled, showing your support on a human level goes a long way. You can also show your support on social media or on WhatsApp groups, or if you prefer offline when you have conversations with your friends and relatives. And also, don't be fooled. Next time there's a public outcry, think about whether any organized trolling has taken place or not. That's it from me on trolling, but finally, for all Media Buddhi videos, we try not to take sides. We try not to take concrete examples because we realize that there's a lot of polarization around. But we still want to ask you, how are we doing? Drop us a line. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.